What's good, YouTube? Y'all know it's your boy. Them boys crazy. Y'all ought to know it's your boy to rock in this motherfucker, man.
I already know what's going on, man. Know it's your boy Cameron Official. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction, man.
This why I heard that Andrew Tate went hard. I'm guessing he like turned up on one of the females or something. Or he probably didn't turn up. He probably just gave her knowledge, and you know how people just be saying he be going hard or something like this. So it's a quick 6-2, so he might really get in and get out on that.
You know how he be talking, you know.
Some anonymous. You know how that might be getting.
I'm a G.
I'm a G. I'm top G. You're top G.
Man, this should be good and entertaining right here.
Somebody say he top gangster.
No, man. Let's see what I got to
see if he can spit that knowledge.
A girl apart for you to see her differently. That's
Huh?
That would set a girl apart for you to see her differently. That's my question.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Cool.
And I think at the point in my life now, if I were dating and I was trying to find a new girl, I'd be looking for so many tiny things. You know what? Like they say, in the eyes of an amateur, there's many possibilities, but in the eye of the expert, there's few. Right? Mm-hmm. So like, if you're a boxer and you're an amateur, it's chaotic. But if you're a professional, it's pretty simple. It's left or right. You know what to look for. So I feel like, because I'm an old man, 35, I kind of feel like I know what to look for, and I'd be looking for a billion tiny little things. So if
I feel like that's literally what we just said about the last video. Like, I feel like I'm being real. The older you get, the less certain things attract you.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
When you young, you be so like, man, look at her, bro. Or man, she walk like this. Or man, she do this. Or man, she that. I want this. I want that. Then the older you get, you be like, man, I just want a girl that got stability. They look good.
And then you start to realize that
it ain't what it is.
It ain't what it is, and a lot of women can have the same thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna set them apart?
Yeah,
that's when you gotta start looking for different qualities.
Yeah.
And, you know, it probably be certain things you never even thought about before. But it's like, okay, if these folks looking like they got the same body type, same face, this walk the same, but like, what sets them apart? So
real,
you gotta start really getting deep into it. Unless you just shallow.
Yeah, you don't care.
You just don't care.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's see type. You know let's see. That boy don't care what he get. He just wants something. Don't care what he get.
I'll take them all, you know. I just need something.
But let's say I'm dating a new girl, I walk into a high-end restaurant, and some guy or someone or some girl, oh hi, and she's like, oh hi, instant red flag. Why the fuck? Why do you know this in this restaurant? How many times you been in this restaurant? Who's that?
A red flag.
Who's that? Who's this dude? Oh, he's my friend. He's a promoter. Red flag. There's no such thing as male friends. Nothing. Bullshit.
Bam.
But like women don't actually realize what men find attractive, because if you did, you'd all act completely different.
Bam.
They got a clue, right? So if you go like girls dancing in the club, like no, stand the fuck still.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that. I don't want to see it. It's not sexy. Stop.
Yeah.
You're like stop. Dancing on a Tuesday. Let's grab lunch. Oh, I can't because I've got a new opening of my friend's store, and then my cousin is a TikTok influencer, and then after that I'm going to the... Shut up. I don't like that shit, right?
Yo, as much as this might sound crazy, I think I only agree with him because I've experienced this like 3 times. Where every female that did that, I gotta do a video with this person, my cousin gonna do TikTok, then my dad, all of them was like red flags on down the line. Like, I don't know why. I'm not saying every female that does that is like that, but like from my experience, all 3 of them females was like red flag. And it's crazy that he's saying this.
I'll tell you, but I know this because through experience, all these tiny things add up to the same thing. Yeah. They all add up to the same thing. There's no such thing as a girl who goes into high-end restaurants who everybody knows, who's busy all the time, who ain't jumping on some. I don't want it, right? So me personally, what would set a girl apart? It would be, I know it sounds completely unrealistic, it'd be a very beautiful, kind, courteous woman who really doesn't know very many people. Really,
ain't this what we be looking for though? Because it do be kind of weird though, G. Like when you go out, and let's just say you got a female, and you go out and you go to like you go to somewhere expensive or somewhere that she should.
That's not a cool feeling, bro.
It's not at all.
You know, like every time you go somewhere, somebody know your girl, especially if it's a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that do not look right. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, man, y'all insecure. Woo. It's not even that, bro. It's just the simple fact. Like, even if the shoe's on the other foot, let's be real, bro.
Straight female.
Straight females coming up to you.
And I compare cars a lot to this because I know everybody know about cars. But it's like a car. You get a brand new car with that run out that many miles, you feel like you flexing on everybody. You get a car with that junk got like 60,000 miles, you like, yeah, I got me a new car. That junk nice, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, you know what I'm saying? I mess with it. But it's like different levels to it. It's different levels.
And then I guess it depends on the situations too, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are they known for? Then now you starting to wonder, like, do I really even know you for real? Like, what you known for? Like, why do everybody know you? I mean, you popular, but why are you popular? You know what I'm saying?
You popular like this, somebody done seen something, like somebody done did something.
Every time you go somewhere, 4 times, so, hey, no.
Next thing you know, you see already.
Very much. Extremely small circle. Who really doesn't know very many people. Really doesn't do very much. Extremely small circle. Who was honest and open about the fact she's dating somebody, right? If she wants to take a picture of the food, if she takes a picture of the food and my hand's in it, I'll notice that. If she's angling it, so my hand ain't in it, I notice these things. I've been around the block. I ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm like, all right, bitch, yeah, you want the fucking short ribs. Just one finger's gonna upset some dude you're talking to on Insta, right? Even I'm at the point now where I've been around, I've met beautiful women, and when I say beautiful, I mean 15 out of 10.
Yeah.
Private Insta, no profile picture. I was like, why do you have a profile picture? Because I don't want guys to follow me.
Sheesh.
That's the kind of shit I like.
Sheesh.
And I'm like, yeah.
They ain't trying to hear none of that you telling me.
I talk like this.
Who? Why you crying?
You hear me?
I'm trying to hit a meal.
Right? But a lot of that's cultural as well. That's very hard to find in the USA.
Colombia.
Yeah, there's other countries you can go to where that's a lot more common. In the USA, all the girls are about cloud. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it's different. So what I would be looking for is a bunch of tiny little
You're in
things.
the USA, buddy.
I know, babe. But it's a bunch
On vacation.
Sorry.
Vacation.
Yeah,
For a
vacation.
few days, 3 weeks.
But it's a bunch of tiny little things. And those tiny little things, if it's kind of like, it's a good thing I'm not a girl, because if I had the knowledge I have and I was a girl, I'd be dangerous.
Dangerous, bro.
I'd be dangerous.
We see it all the time.
I'd have billions in the bank. You don't know how I'd finesse. Oh, I'd kill the game. I'd be just fucking timid sitting there. Oh, I've never been here before. Like on my 25th date and shit. I'd kill it. But yeah, like so. And one more thing I want to say. Another thing that is ultra off-putting, and girls don't realize this. It's extremely off-putting when a man goes on a date with one of them real confident girls. It's off-putting, and I'll tell you why it's off-putting. It's not because I'm insecure. It's because I've just picked you up. You don't know me. I'm a 6'3" kickboxing world champion. I could be a psycho. You don't know me. You're sitting next to me. You're confident as fuck. How many times has big dudes picked your ass up? This should be unfamiliar. You should be a bit nervous. Like, who the fuck's this guy? And you're all like, oh, hi, yeah, that. I'm like, well, you're all right. Another Wednesday, yeah? You understand? So
I wouldn't even say you got to do with the height and none of that. I don't want to say it's degrading the dude, but it's to a point where, like, even if you know a dude situation, like how we be saying, like, when you get with a girl and she be like, well, my mama got big out. She got a rose.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, I mean, this don't even really. And he's like, oh, and then you like, okay, just another two. Then. So, like, I just bought me a new truck and all this. It's just another two. Like,
more like, okay, don't impress you.
You know, like,
it
she
don't
was
matter,
none of that
like,
either.
whatever. At this point, we just doing stuff just to be doing it. Like, it ain't no excitement in this shit.
And
you know?
what make it so bad is them type of girls already go for high end dudes. So when they finally meet dude that's not as high end, like on the level of me, they just I don't care about all that. Like, bro, I'm cool.
in my car and just be confident, know some girl in the restaurant, and then sit down and think the date went fine. And by the time the end of it, I'm like, nah. Not interested.
The small things.
Small
Yeah,
things.
the
I've been around the block. I've been around the block.
right about it.
I've been around the
What
block.
about you?
Well, my answer is going to be very similar, but when I'm going to talk about the eye of the expert, as Andrew was saying, and the small things you can notice. So when you've read the Bible to as many women as I have, you notice small things that most men don't. So there was this girl from out of town. She lived about 2 hours away from me, so I could only see her 1 day every week, or 2 days every 2 weeks, etc. And I had to go to Istanbul for business. I thought, well, this girl's quite quiet. She doesn't have Instagram. She was passing all the main tests. So I flew her to Istanbul. She knows I'm going to stay in the best of the best places. I get to this 5-star hotel. She opens her little suitcase, this young girl, and she pulls out a hairdryer. And I'm like, she doesn't know that all 5-star luxury hotels have hairdryers in the bathroom. That's main chick material. You see, a lot of you girls, it's the tiny details. As Andrew was saying, if I was a girl and I knew this information, I'd be dangerous. It's tiny things like bringing a hairdryer to a 5-star hotel. I'm like, she doesn't need it, but the fact that she bought it means she isn't flying to 5-star hotels with a bunch of dudes. Because otherwise she'd know that basic piece of information.
Yeah,
It's so crazy because I got hit with that like years ago when I had told a female to do something. I was like, hey, you probably want to bring this. She's like, no, they already got that. I've been there before. They already got I was like, and I was just in my head, I'm like, oh, I had to lie. I'm like, they so do, I'm tripping. They so do, yeah, because I showed them that plenty of time. I was like, and they'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I kind of feel weak up because I'm like, if you got a girl and you want to do something special like on like on Valentine, you take her to the 5-star beach. She's like, damn, they got that. You don't need that. Yeah. Been out, like, where been? You don't need that.
I know niggas do the short stack. I ain't telling you what to get in them motherfucker. You should try the Hey, the last time I been here, I had the steak. It was about potatoes, asparagus. You was like, man, I don't even want to eat them.
Oh, it is still funny as well. Man, he supposed to be speaking some real stuff on me.
She isn't flying to 5-star hotels with a bunch of dudes. Because otherwise she'd know that basic piece of information.
Yeah, it's another
But
thing.
that's already when you have her in the car and you're taking her to a hotel.
No, that's the point. But
No, I knew her for a few months before that.
But no, another point is it's other things. Like, this is why I say women don't understand what men find attractive. Like, I understand you girls want to live your life. And I understand that you want to put up sexy pictures on Instagram, whatever. I don't have a problem with a girl putting up a picture in a bikini. I don't actually have a problem with that. What I do know, if I see a girl in 15 different locations, she ain't pay for that shit.
Woo! Yo!
I don't give a fuck what hustler, boss babe. I don't care what fucking shitty clothing brand you put in your bio.
Yeah.
You did not pay to go Singapore, Dubai, Tokyo in the last 2 months. You're a fucking liar.
Because
dudes are paying for that.
And if you are a self-made millionaire, you're there with your friends. Why you buy yourself in every picture? You are a self-made millionaire legit. Let's pretend it's a fantasy land and that's completely true. Why are you alone at every dinner? Why are you alone at every bar? Why are you alone on every beach? Where are your girlfriends?
And
you're a millionaire. Bring your friends with you.
Target.
So,
Yeah, and this is another thing. So I'll even just look at a girl's Instagram and just go, too many locations.
We know.
Too many locations. And this is the thing, but the girls don't really have to try and hide it. The reason I can say all these things and girls don't try and hide it is because they don't have to hide any of these things. All the things I'm saying to you are things that turn off every man. Not just me, every man.
Yep.
Every man knows something. But they'll still simp for your ass anyway because you're pretty.
Yep. It is true.
Nah, that was it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, but I thought he was just, you know what I'm saying, for the man,
Go ham.
Go ham on that.
But that was fun.
But they were speaking some truth in there. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that they were speaking, you have to put it to your own perspective because you know they millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
And they really did was
So
listening.
they-
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they
I'm glad they were
really
listening. They
did,
were
you know what
taking
I'm
notes. They were like this.
And one,
But man,
and what arguing and stuff like that.
man, before we end this video, I was looking at I think it was a TikTok or something like that. It was some type of video where they were he had took a girl out first date or whatever, and she was just ordering all this crazy stuff. Cause she was like, "Why can't order this? Then I'm finna go." Like I think she had ordered like steak, lobster. She ordered like champagne, all these different type of drinks. Like she was just going crazy. And so she was pretty much on some stuff like, "Look, when I go out with a dude, I'm gonna get what I want. Like I'm taking myself out because this is what I buy for me on a regular day basis. So if you can't get this, you want to do for me type stuff." And then I had went to the comment section, bro. It was so many females like, "You ain't do nothing wrong, sis. Get what you want. He took you out. These dudes gotta realize it's a lot of boss chicks out here and they be trying to make it seem like they can't afford this, or you ain't the one for me because if I go out on a date with you, I'm not finna order none that I want to order on a regular day basis and all this type of stuff." Bro, I was mind blown, fool. I was mind blown just due to the simple fact, like, okay, let's be real here. You trying to tell me 3-4 days after when you ordering steak and lobster, potatoes and champagne and all these lemon drops and all this cheesecake.
I ain't gonna lie, female.
Like, bro.
I'm gonna be real. One thing about me, and I don't care how nobody feel, what nobody say. One thing about me, even if you take a female out and she don't, like not just 1 or 2 times, like multiple times, you take a female out and she don't even awful or it's almost about being like not a helping hand, but like a showing you
Like,
that
you got
she.
me, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like even okay, let's say you pay for dinner every time, she can leave you the tips.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or like if you pay for dinner every time y'all finna go get
It's kind of
snacks,
like
she
no
can buy the
matter what
snacks.
y'all do, she just like this, looking at you like, okay, what you gonna do?
Like,
But bro, it was the one female in the comment section that stood out. She was like, you don't feel bad, da 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 da, cause I would have did the same thing. Cause one thing about it, anything that I order, I can afford it. So you ain't hurt my feelings and did this and that. Cause I ain't ordering nothing that I can't get myself. And if I can't get what I want on the first date, I already know off top that we can't go no further. Like she was just talking reckless. So one dude had said, I bet you alone right now. And I bet you ain't got nobody. She said, yeah, you right. And what's your point? Cause I choose to be by myself. Cause ain't nobody stepping up to the plate and woo woo woo. Bro, one thing folks gotta understand
They make they
is
simple dog.
yeah, because I'm like, all right, you doing all this. And ain't got nobody, and probably ain't gonna have nobody. And what's gonna happen is you gonna put that in your head that you just happy. You just content with being by yourself due to the fact that you got this type of attitude, you have this mentality, and ain't nobody gonna deal with it.
And it's so crazy how females be thinking they doing stuff by choice.
And then it ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. How? How is it not about the money? You basically just said this. Well, if you can't afford this, you ain't my speed. How you know if he probably can afford it, but just like by me looking at you order all this stuff, I already see what type of time you on.
Especially if you really do got the money.
Yeah, like I already see what type of time you on. Like let's be real. I don't care what no. You not going to no restaurant ordering steak, lobster. Or let me get the shrimp scampi on the side. Let me get that the linguine. Let me get the champagne. Let me get 2 lemon drops.
Extra butter biscuits too. Throw some of them butter biscuits on.
You know, that's an upcharge. That's cool. Put it on there. Let me get you doing it for yourself all the time. Man, get out of here, bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing.
You ain't going to Kroger and lunch meat. I was trying to hear that out there, bro.
But you know what's funny though? The ones that is eating like that, when you go back to their crib, terrible.
Yeah.
Clothes everywhere. You got one lash sitting on the sink. You got one lash somewhere laying in a sock. You know what I'm saying? Bed nasty. You got spots and stuff all on the wall. Funky in there. Come on, bro. Like, let's keep it realistic.
That's why I said I don't know, bro. For some female, bro.
Nasty, dirty, fool.
But
But yeah, you know.
that's how y'all live.
That's how y'all live.
That's how y'all live. Forever be single. You know what I'm saying? But
Do y'all, man.
if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, the boy Crazy.
And we'll.
We out.